Round 5 of the Coates Talent League boys competition, and we are here at Trobe University. Magnificent sports ovals here, pretty much brand new, and looking forward to this clash between the Tasmania Devils and the Northern Territory Academy. The Academy coming down and playing a couple of games in Melbourne over the past couple of weeks. The Tasmanian Devils wanting to continue to push up the table this season. I'm Peter Mercado. Going to be great to be with you for a double header here at Trobe University in this competition. Last week, the Northern Territory well beaten by the Western Jets. Tasmania 0-3 to start the season. Had a loss to the GWS Academy, but they want to turn that around to get win number 1 for season 2024. So the team's getting into position for this first game, first of the double header. Tasmania with the double header this morning / this afternoon. And two rucks getting into position. Taj Murray for the Northern Territory Academy. And almost all is in readiness. Going to wait for the umpire to hold the ball aloft. Smallish crowd here at Latrobe this morning. It will build up as we go along. The siren sounds. And it'll be Murray versus Jasper Hay from Tasmania in the opening ruck. Hay did just get the tap down. Coming through Darcy Noonan. Free kick will go the way of Tasmania. Kicking to the left of screen in quarter number 1. Elmer, one of the captains of this side, kicks up towards half forward. It's good. Pali Kubank will go into the pockets. And looking for that sliding mark being taken. It's Liam Ling who's got it. Wearing a yellow boot and a blue boot in this game. And chance to line up for the first for the Devils for today. 25-minute flat quarters if you're joining us for the first time in this Coates boys competition. And the kick on the way. It'll be marked almost on the line there by Murray. It was a tall target. It should be rushed through, and is first score on the board to Tassie. Quick kick out by Ethan Bush for the NT Academy. The kick going long outside 50. Should be able to build here. Romello. Micah Romello kicks into the middle of the ground, being cut off by Jasper Hay, whose kick up the line is good. It's David Summers. Overlap for Hay. A dribbling ball inside 50. A chance here for Darcy Noonan. Handball has been cut off. Diving on the footy was Bertrand for Northern Territory. Eventually spills out. Murray there. Well, they've been worried off the footy. Elmer. We're just going turnover for turnover at the moment. And Murray again as they dive in on top of this footy. No one able to get cleared. That may have been a little bit too high, but no call from the umpire as they dive in on top. It's very messy at the moment. And thankfully, Ethan Bush just clears the area out to open space. Coming out to meet it is Summers, right near the boundary line. Taken over, we'll have it tossed in. On that outer side. Here at Trobe University this morning. As we toss this footy in. From position there again for Jasper Hay getting the tap out. And another stoppage. Hay just with the edge over Murray at these early stages as now Tassie with an opportunity. Liam Ling goes inside 50. The lead is honoured. Jackson Thorpe comes out to take the mark. Doing all the attacking. The Northern Territory haven't been forward of centre so far in the game. So chance here, it is first. 40 metres out. Kick on the way is there. Good start for Tassie. And the first goal on the board for Jackson Thorpe for the morning. Last week falling to the GWS Academy, 11,874 to 9,862. So a narrow loss there, but they've also had losses to the Murray Bushrangers and the Oakley Chargers to start off season 2024. So win against this Northern Territory side will be certainly welcome today for the Northern Territory. Well beaten, well over 100 points by the Western Jets, but very much a developing team coming down and having the opportunity to play in this competition for a couple of weeks. And a chance to showcase the talent in the top end as they look to get the clearance here. Adrian Scott has got that handball off. Now the kick inside 50 in the mark. Nice. Huddleston's got it. Now, there is a little bit of a breeze here at Latrobe today. Won't have too much effect on the kick. A chance here for the immediate reply. The kick on the way is out to the left. First score for NT in this one. Trying to bring the footy back into play. And he'll just go with a short kick. Typically, Q-Bank has got the mark. Will go wider. Harry Brereton's got it. And wider to Ling. That's Liam Ling. Handball over the top to Connor Ling. And now the kick going up the line, and that's good too. Douglas around the lead, and he runs on as well. Could take a bounce. He's got a bit of extra space. He squares up the kick. Almost made its target of Thorpe. Didn't quite get there. Chance for Northern Territory. Good tackle though by Ling, holding that footy in. We'll have it tossed up. Flying high there was Jasper Hay. We've got pretty much all the hit outs so far in this opening quarter. Good tackle by Romello. And the ball locked in. We'll have it tossed up. I mentioned the first of a double header in the Coates League today. The Coates girls. Tasmania playing the Rebels a little bit later on here on Community TV. As Ling to Hay. Kick inside 50. Thorpe handball across. Oh, that was sensational. Deserves the finish. He gets it. Cooney's got it, and they've got the second on the board. Great transfer of the footy. Good hands by the Tasmania team. And signs looking a little bit ominous for the Northern Territory Academy, but great opportunity to showcase the talent coming through, both in Tasmania, obviously with the new Tassie team on the way, but also the Northern Territory. Particularly come draft time, expect to see some representation from both of these sides. So Murray and Hay. Hay getting the tap down. Clearance here for the Academy. No, it's going to be Noonan coming through, immediately wrapped up in the tackle. I'll have it tossed up. Beautiful conditions for footy this morning. And to a maximum of about 22 degrees later on today. And the breeze is down. Noonan shoots the handball out. Tassie away again. Elmer kicking inside 50. Falls back outside 50. Running onto it is Blittner. He's right near the line. That footy, is it over? Well, it'll be a throw up anyway. It was going to be one or the other. As we wait for this ball to be tossed up right near the boundary line. So now Tassie with a chance to reload. Cooney just fumbling at the crucial moment. Ling, Connor Ling there, just dragged down in the tackle. And we'll have this ball tossed up. Half forward for Tassie. As again, going around the body is Ling. One grab and the second. Tapali Kubank takes the mark here for Tassie. Chance at his first of the day. Chance at the third here for Tasmania. And that kick going across the face, but they've got the mark. And nicely done. I think it's Fletcher Richards out there who's got it. It is. He'll be on a tight angle. Well, having plenty of goal kicking practice to that end of the ground. Let's see what he can do here. Doing all the attacking for the Tassie boys. That is a superb kick. Great finish. Fletcher Richards on the board for the goals. He's first of the morning here, and a fast start for the Tassie Devils in this Coates Talent League boys game, with the girls to come this afternoon. Tassie playing the double header here at Trobe University. Plenty of other games going on in the Coates Talent League across this weekend. Good win for the Gold Coast Academy yesterday over the Oakley Chargers. Swans Academy having a win as well over the Eastern Rangers. Ball back in the middle. Littner just trying to clear the area for NT, but they're just being swarmed. Breen for Tassie. Kick up the line into the path of Cooney. It's going to be cleared by Damien Dunn, but only temporarily. Ronnie's got it. Going wide up towards that outer side. Wooten just waits for his teammates to push up the ground. French goes short. Robotham. His kick inside 50. Not quite finding its target of Connor Ling. They've still got another opportunity here, the Devils, but nice work from the NT defenders. McMurray there, though, for Tassie. They've got it back again. French, that short kick inside 50, and Blittner's got it for NT. Goes wider. Murray was the initial target. He went over his head. Huddleston's got it. Goes from half back towards half forward. Waistcoat is being harassed, doesn't have much support. It's right near the boundary line. Has to go back in and get the footy. Now the cavalry arrives right near the boundary line. We should have this thrown in, and we will. So wait for this footy to be tossed in. On that outer side, Harry Brereton doing the ruck work for Tassie. Clay Shadforth, the captain of this Northern Territory Academy team, also doing the rucking. Now Murray comes in for the Academy. Nicely intercepted by Wooten. He was 360'd in the tackle, and he had plenty of opportunity. Good tackling pressure. Touch Stanley now for Northern Territory. Can send it deep inside 50. Going with a long kick right to the line. Good defence from the Devils. Roney was there, ready and waiting. He's not sure which way he wants to go, so he just goes up the middle again. Here's Jay Clark, whose kick is up the line off hands. Banks getting hands to it for Tassie. Working his way through is Harry Brereton, and they've got the numbers again. They can just get clear. Summers throws the handball out wide, and it's been turned over. They might be able to get some run here. Dunn can take a bounce. His chip kick over the top is superb. Nicely done. They've worked that well over the overlap, and Waylon Davey has got it. Chance to get the first here for the Northern Territory Academy. Best build-up that we've seen so far from NT midway through this opening quarter. And the kick to the left. Starting to get a little more opportunity here, NT boys, as this kick is in short. A few Tassie players running onto the ground on this side. Eventually it spills over to the top to one of those players, typically Qbank. And we'll have it thrown in. This ball to be tossed in. And to ground it goes. Here's Bennett. Goes wider. They've got some run on this outer side. Roney again. Kick up the line, going to be turned over, but luck's a fortune. There's plenty of Devils numbers there. Bennett just lost a handle on the footy. Romello picks it up for the academy. His kick over the top is a good one. Huddleston takes the mark, wants to go quickly. Not the best of options. Ling coming over. Liam Ling takes the intercept mark. He goes wider. Just try and get something going. Jay Clark has a little bit of time and space, but closing in nicely was Michael Chubb, and we'll have the footy thrown in. So just over 10 minutes to play in quarter number one here in this Coates Talent League boys clash between the Tasmania Devils and Northern Territory Academy here at Latrobe. Have the footy thrown back into play. Murray trying to do the ruck work duty there. Handball shot out to Pali Qbank. They've still got numbers here as Liam Ling just puts it as far as he possibly can. Cooney roving it off the pack, deciding to go wide. That ball hung in the air a long time. Effective though. Lucas Wooten has it. Kick up towards half forward. Front position. Douglas. Now the kick inside 50. Trying to find the target in Summers. He bounced to his feet, found a teammate. Here's an opportunity. Cooney again. And he makes no mistake. Second on the board for Cooney. And going the length of the ground. They set that up nicely, the Devils. And quite the comfortable lead over the midpoint of quarter number one here in this Coates Talent League game. A couple of other games being played today in round number 5. We've got the Brisbane Lions Academy and the Northern Knights at Brighton Homes Arena. Sandringham taking on the GWS Academy. There's the ball back in the middle here. And we'll redo the bounce. Harry Brereton in the ruck against Taj Murray. Yeah, that tap down to Murray. Around the body is Bertrand. Sending NT up towards half forward, but coming out strongly. Tommy Bennett. He took him on and didn't end up winning. Chubb there. He's got a couple of players to beat. They're trying to work it out here. And now the kick coming in. Romello. Inside 50, almost. It's a 2-on-1 though in favour of the Devils, and Roney's just going to clear the area out to open space. Here towards centre wing. Over on the footy was Adrian Scott. Now handball over the top. Douglas will get the handball receive again. His kick inside 50. They take the mark this time. Doesn't matter because it's going to be roved off hands. Another opportunity for Summers going across the face of goal. And the mark has been taken. Jackson Thorpe. Right near the behind post. Tough shot. Just picking up ever so slightly here at Latrobe Uni. Goes around and misses narrow. Ethan Bush to bring the footy back into play here for NT. And just running out of options, so he's going to go long. Marty Brereton's just come onto the ground, affected that contest, but it fell to the back. Clay Shatforth goes over the top. Waylon Davey kicks inside 50. Getting hands to it, almost had his arm chops there, did Stanley Waistcoat. Now has to go in and really affect this contest. Did a really good job of it too, bringing his opponent down. They come diving in. The umpire will toss it up. First, second and third efforts superb. Also involved there, Cole Manolis for Northern Territory. Roney trying to clear. They dive in on top again. Eventually falls to the back. And it's been turned over. Twisting, turning is Adrian Scott. The kick is short. Is it going to be paid? It will be. A bit belatedly. Taj Stanley's taken it. A chance here to get the first for the Northern Territory boys. .35 outs. I've seen them, the set shots on this side to this side of the ground, going to the left. So let's see how it goes here. Steps in. Nope, missed to the left again. So they're fourth behind on the board. 4-2-26 Tasmania. 5.5 to play in quarter number one. Roney's kick is short and wide. And French has got it. And he'll kick long. Murray flying for the NT Academy. Douglas trying to come through for Tassie. This ball is held up and we'll have it tossed up. 5 minutes to play in quarter number one. Move the tap down. Shadforth kicking high and long to the square. And the fist coming in from Roney, and we'll have it through for another behind. 5 on the board for the NT. In quarter number one, under 5 minutes to play. Roney this time deciding to go the other side, and they've got some overlap run. Harry Brereton will handball to Connor Ling. He'll go wider. Eventually, it'll end up in the hands of French, who kicks up towards half forward, but the footy's going to be cut off, and Paulson's got it for the Academy. So Paulson's kick up the line. Jasper Hay. Handball across to a teammate in not a good position. Hay getting involved again as well. Marty Brereton trying to kick it forward. McMurray sending it towards half forward, but numbers are with the NT Academy. This kick, though, going long. It's 2-on-1 in favour of Tassie. Harry Brereton did a good job, just absorbed the pressure, then had time to kick it to French. To Liam Ling. Under 4 minutes to go in quarter number one. His kick has been touched. An opportunity here. Done with the short ball. It's going to be played over the top. Trying to handball over the top there was Davey. And we have to come all the way back. Not sure there was an advantage taken off that free kick. So Waistcoat's got it. And just going to kick long as he can inside 50. Harry Brereton standing in the way. And off they go again. Little handball over the top's been cut off. Chubb coming through. Little handball received. The kick across the ground. Dangerous position. Breen had to sit under the footy. He did a good job at the end, but then was worried off it. Kick smothered from Russell. And they work it out. Blittner was there. And NT going inside 50. Ball falling to the back into the path of Bertrand. Tackled over the line, and we will have it tossed in. In a strong position to get their first goal on the board. Just won the difference in terms of scoring shots in quarter number one. There's this ball tossed in. Hay got falconed there. There's again another stacks on, and again it will be thrown up. Murray could just take it out of the ruck. Was 360'd in the tackle. Darcy was there, and there's a push out, so it's a push in the back. It's going to be Chad Bertrand to take the free kick. Tight on the boundary line. They've had a couple of set shots, as I mentioned, from that side. And they've missed narrow. They've missed to the left. Let's see what he can do here with 90 seconds to play in quarter number one. Tries to improve the angle. Oh, so close. Well, I reckon Dale Eames would be reasonably pleased with what the Territory have brought to the table here. Well beaten last week. They are matching it with their Tassie opponents, because Tassie permanent members of this competition. Academy playing a couple of games here in Melbourne last couple of weeks. Hay flying high. Oh, the free kick going the way of the NT. So they've got 49 seconds here. Taj Murray to take the free kick. Looks like he's going to shape to go right up to the hot spot, but plenty of Tassie numbers there. Mark not taken. Trying to get through McMurray, almost threw that footy out. Ball near the line, and we'll have it tossed in. So 28 seconds remain in quarter number one. And coaching staff here for the Academy just saying to Taj Murray, just hammer it just towards goal. Go as hard as you possibly can. And he's just going to tap it down. Plenty of Tassie numbers here. Pushed off his kick was Paris Chong. And that will almost be it for quarter number one. Sitting underneath it, taking good mark is Taj Stanley. And it looks like he's going to have a shot. Well, this will be a hell of a kick if he's able to put this through. Why not have a go? Plenty of numbers for Tassie, though, on the goal line. Taj Stanley at the quarter time siren from inside the centre square. Gives it everything. And in the end, doesn't get the distance. Very ambitious, you could say. Quarter time here at Latrobe Uni. It's the Tassie Devils 4-2-26, leading the Northern Territory 6 behinds. A break. Back with the second quarter soon. The Coates Talent League Boys competition here on Community TV. So ready now for quarter number 2 here of this Coates Talent League boys game between the Tassie Devils and Northern Territory. 4-2-26. Tassie leading NT 6 behinds. They had some opportunities here, the Northern Territory boys, but just struggling in front of goal. They did get a lot more opportunity as the first quarter wore on. I'm Peter Mercado, good to be with you for this double header at Trobe University this morning and this afternoon as we get ready for the second term. Teams quickly into position, we like that. And the umpire should hold the ball aloft, and Jasper Hay and Taj Murray will contest this ruck contest to start off quarter number 2. Umpire holds the ball aloft, let's go. Second quarter. Tassie with the advantage, but certainly promising signs from the Northern Territory Academy as Murray gets the tap down this time. As the kick goes inside 50, there's a high ball. Player had to sit underneath, it was Waylon Davey. And they've still got the opportunity as they press forward here again, although good Tassie numbers, good Tassie representation around the footy. And, well, actually holding the footy in the end for Darcy Noonan. Did well just to swoop on it, but he was wrapped up immediately. As Ross, short, Paris Chong kicks inside, or towards the 50, I should say. Waylon Davey is there. Now looking for options inside. Couple of leads coming his way. He's just going to go long. And he's going to go towards the top of the goal square, looking more in the Murray direction, but the ball falls short. And it is Jade Clark who's taken it for Tassie. Push to Wooten. He's trying to get through the traffic. The link player is French. Thought his teammate into all sorts of trouble. He was taken high. And Bennett to Liam Lean, who can go for a run. No one really coming towards him. And they've got some free players on this outer side. Eventually it gets to Cooney, who stops and props and sends it inside 50, looking in the Thorpe direction. And it's right to the line. Good defence here from the NT boys. Tyrese Forbes shot a handball out, but it was over the line, and we will have it tossed in. Early stages of quarter number 2 here at Trobe University on a beautiful day for footy. Coming through, Connor Ling, dispossessed. Just did a good job there. And now a chance for the Academy just to hold them back. Still pushing towards goal here, the Devils. Good tackling pressure. NT, although it was a push. A push in the back, and it will be a shot at goal coming Tassie's way. Well, they did such a good job to hold that footy in. Tapali Kubank will be the player having the shot at goal. Just tried so hard to lock that ball in. Tapali Kubank, chance here for his first. And he kicks the goal. Ideal start if you're a Devils fan. And all change plays on the bench here for the Devils. Wholesale changes coming up here. Has managed to drive that ball forward. The Tassie attacking players doing really well just to hold it in. Unfortunately for the Northern Territory defenders, just getting in the back, leading to that shot at goal. So this is going to favour Hay of Tassie this time. The second effort. Wrapped up nicely too by Paris Chong in the middle of the ground. I'll do it again pretty much in the same spot. Hay again getting the better of the hit out on this occasion. And a clash coming through and too high, says the umpire. And Davey will take the free kick. He goes wide for Scott. Goes wider afield again to find Taj Stanley. Well, how'd he go from inside the centre square at quarter time? And now he's launching again. Murray flew. Couldn't bring it to ground. Still Tassie in a little bit of trouble. Roney just shot the handball out. Ling went through his hands. Ball spilling free, going away from the path of goal. Scott needs to lay the tackle here and does. The umpire will intervene. Murray had it all to himself in there, but can't drive this ball inside 50. Kick from French is smothered. Has to go back in and get it. Did a good job. But ball here in the Stanley direction, but his kick, oh, he's just pushed off his kick, so it's out of bounds on the full. And we're going to have to get another footy because that one's gone over the fence, and I'm not seeing too many people in much of a hurry to go and get it. It's made its way into the car park over there. They might have to send a little search party out for that one. Make sure it doesn't get run over as the kick. Long outside the 50. It carried the pack, including Fletcher Richards. Ball tossed up again. Hay this time with it all to himself. The two number 6s will go at it. Paris Chong gets there first. Goes around the body, 2-on-1 in favour of the Devils, but the mark not taken. Davey just trying to rip that footy out. And we'll have another stoppage. As the footy eventually will make it back to over the fence. And the Devils with an opportunity to clear from one side of the ground to the other. Roney's was good in that opening term. His kick into a dangerous position. Blittner had to wait underneath it for the Northern Territory. And they still just work in waves, the Devils. Losing his footing was Breen. It's right near the line, trying to jump on top of it. And Buscato. And there he is again, number 22. Shadforth near the line. And it will be a free kick going the way of the NT Academy. Great to see who takes it because we've got a few interchanges happening at exactly the same time here. It'll be Bertrand to take it once the traffic clears in front of him. Keep going long, slide across the pack beautifully was French. And the kick, not finding its target. Bush sat underneath it, went through his hands. Bertrand's kick too short, and it's been cut off. Away they go. Banks, Breen, works it across. Bennett. Oh, there's plenty of players lining up here for Tassie. It's Cooney who's got it. Puts it inside 50, lowered the eyes beautifully. And they got them on the overlap. So McHenry's got it here. And while the scoring has slowed down somewhat, it's still in control here from the Devils. So, chance at his first, and that's going to come back neatly. So, Riley McHenry with his first of the morning. And a couple on the board already for Tassie in quarter number 2. 6-2-38 plays 6 behinds. And when they're able to get that opportunity off half back to run it down the ground, they just swarm in numbers. And they had plenty of players forward of centre. So back in the middle, this will be done again. Hay was in a really good position there and had a couple of teammates in support. Robertham was one of those. So pushed up his kick was Taj Stanley. It was pushed after he kicked, so it's going to be downfield. Davey who's going to take it here. Waylon Davey. Too far out to score. Where are the leading options? Murray's the tall target, but that's ignored. It's going to be turned over again. Tommy Bennett's got it. Kick wider. Under pressure there was Breen. It's going to come straight back in for the Academy. Someone just needs to run onto it. Waistcoat is that player going around the body right to the line. It's there. Beautifully done. They've had to work so hard for that first goal, but Waistcoat kicks it. And maybe that might give them a little bit of momentum. 10 minutes into this second quarter. So, a bit of a confidence booster there for the Northern Territory Academy. They certainly deserved a goal. They were just off target in that opening quarter. So let's see if they can get maybe a bit of a run on here. Working through is Taj Stanley. Pushed off his kick at the crucial moment. And Jarvis Breen takes the mark for Tassie. Kick going wider. I think Robotham and as the marking option went over his head. Still ends up with Tommy Bennett. And that kick partially smothered too. Certainly the Academy lifting here. Paris Chong goes over the top. Here's Blittner, who's got some time. He's got some run. He takes a bounce. He closes to 40. He goes really short. That wasn't 15. Waistcoat going around the body again. Could have almost had two in a minute there. Set through for one behind. As French doing the kicking in. They want to get him here. Wooten. And they've got players on the overlap. Dipoli, Qbank. Elmer. Kick up towards half forward is going to be cut off. Strong hands by Edward Darcy. Wider to Dunn. Goes over the top. Blittner. They're just having to be a little bit creative as they go forward here. Colt Manolis. Blittner again. Kick inside 50, not finding its target. It's right near the line. He kept in. Working hard there was Waistcoat. But it is over the line and we'll have it tossed in. So a lot of the attacking in this second quarter. Down to the left of your screen, which is where the Academy's kicking to. Very light breeze here at Latrobe this morning. Murray. And another stoppage. Well, flying high was Harry Brereton grabbing it out of the ruck. We're not getting much purchase. Holding the footy is the results. And Taj Murray will have the free kick. Follow-up work was superb. Now just needs to finish it off. So 40 metres out, the kick is looking good. It's there. And like the excitement, they're getting to him as well. Good to see Taj Murray with his first of the morning. And this margin just narrowing ever so slightly here at Latrobe Uni. And certainly the Academy enjoying plenty of control through the middle of the ground. And that's been a big difference, obviously kicking a lot straighter as well. 2-7 plays 6-2. They're getting opportunities, and now in this second quarter, they're converting them. So back in the middle again, and we'll redo the bounce. So Harry Brereton working against Murray in the ruck on this occasion. Both players missed it in the end. Connelling just to shoot that handball out. So Harry Brereton, who was in trouble. The umpire calls a stop to that. Same ruck's going at it again. Murray just trying to thump it forward. Cunnaling just way at the back for this one as they all pick themselves up. Paris Chong gets to his feet, as does Robotham. And it's Darcy Noonan coming through for the Devils. Cunnaling kicking high. To wait an eternity. The hands in the back there. Ethan Bush, no call from the umpire. Still the numbers here. Paulson in trouble, dispossessed. Chance here for the Devils. They'll be lining up as this kick, Robotham, misses to the left. They were lining up across 50 there, the Tassie Devils players. There are plenty of options to choose from. Ethan Bush, though, that kick out of defence is going to come straight back in. Liam Ling's got it. And his kick going long and high over the head of Fletcher Richards. And is over the line. We'll have it tossed in. So under 10 minutes to half time. Certainly more promising signs from the Northern Territory Academy. There's a holding free kick, I think, here. And it will go the way of the Territory. Murray's got it. Involved in almost everything at the moment. Kick is short. And that's okay. Romello at half back. Hasn't got much to kick to. You go to Paulson on the other side of the ground. That's going to be ignored. Instead he's going to go up the line. Dangerous 2-on-1. And the two winning out. Marty Brereton's got it. Into the middle of the ground. French. His handball not quite hitting the target. And a turnover here. Chubb, well, he had to get to the footy first and couldn't. McHenry works it across. Cunnaling. French will kick inside 50. Goes over the heads of the pack. And Bertrand will kick across the ground. It's too dangerous though, and Liam Ling takes the mark. The player with the multicoloured boots. An error again. Oh, the Northern Territory trying to exit that 50. The kick not finding its target. Liam Ling a chance here for his first of the morning. Just inside the 50. And he's missed to the left as well. We saw the Academy with 6 behinds on the board to that end of the ground. And all of them to the left-hand side. Here's Bertrand kicking long outside 50. And that ball will remain within the field of play. It is not. So we're going to have it tossed in on that outer side. So waiting for this ball to come back into play. Eventually, someone who's on that side having to retrieve the footy and bring it back. One of the occupational hazards of this competition. Tend to lose a few footies along the way. As the ball brought back into play. Hay was leading in the race in that contest. Where was there, but they're just hacking it forward here. It's Ross for the Academy. His opposite number 8, Tommy Bennett, on hands and knees trying to extract the footy. No one could do so. Good pressure again from the Academy, just locking that footy in. And not pushing in the back. Depolite Kubank. French's kick right to the line. Crashing into the post was Riley Banks. It did hit the post first, so it will be a throw in as opposed to a rush behind. So 40 plays 19, a 21-point margin here at Latrobe Uni. 6.5 minutes to play before half time. Bennett. Just need players to clear the area. And they will. Romello goes wide. Good kick. Kalen Russell's on the end of this. This kick needs to hit its target. It just had too much on it. Coming through Noonan. Handball over the top. It's just been pushed forward in the Ling direction, but the boundary line wins out. We'll have it tossed in. So a couple of times, those kicks just a little bit too much on it, just clearing the head of the player coming forward. As we wait for this footy to come back into play. Well, Bennett had it. And take it out of the ruck and just kick it into the middle of the ground. Oh, a couple of the Tassie players spoiling each other. Elmer was one of those. Now just caught having to do the heavy lifting. McHenry there as well. Shot the handball out. Ling. Oh, the kick was smothered. Roney's kick was smothered. Had to go back in and get it. Did a good job, although had plenty of opportunity to release that footy eventually. Gets boot to ball. The turnover is on and on again as Ling. Second effort, superb. Now his kick goes up towards half forward. 2-on-1 in favour of the Northern Territory this time. As Bertrand did well to win the footy. In the middle of the ground, over the top, Paris Chong just affecting the contest. And that is a little bit too high. So the free kick is there. And away they go. Romello to Russell. Kick up the line is good. Finds Shadforth. Shadforth will kick into the player in front of him. It was Ling. French gets through some heavy traffic. McMurray. Kick up the line is going to be turned over. Juggler, but effective from Bertrand. Under 5 minutes to play before half time. Kick goes wide. Too wide, in fact, for Kalen Russell. And so it will be a free kick going Tassie's way. So French been one of the better players for Tassie in this opening half of footy. Connelling, but there's a free kick prior to that. Darcy Noonan will take it. Send Tassie up to centre half forward. That kick is excellent. Lenny Douglas dropped what he should have taken. Numbers here for the academy as Polson clears the area, but only temporarily. Connelling's got it. 55 from goal. His kick's a long one right to the line, and it's out of bounds on the full. Maybe just need to lower the eyes, take a little bit more time on that occasion. So as Dewsbury's got it. Under 3.5 minutes to go now to half time. This ball right near the line, and we'll have it tossed in off hands. So better quarter this from the Northern Territory. The 2-goal-7 on the board. So they kicked 2-goals-1 in this quarter to 2-goals-2 for Tassie. So Tassie will still win the quarter here by a point if things stay the way that they are. Just feel the Territory can get the next one. Just put a little bit of pressure on their opponents heading into the second half. Ball's down the wrong end of the ground though. Taj Stanley there for the Northern Territory, just clearing the area. Hay working against Bennett. Here is Ling, Liam Ling. Handball to no one in particular, and that footy will be tossed in. So 2.5 minutes to go now till half time. Only multiple goal kicker on the ground, Daniel Cooney with 2 goals for the Tassie Devils. But this is a double header, a Coates League, Talent League double header. The girls later on. Tassie taking on the Rebels. There's the handball shot out, just pinballing around. DePelli Kubank got it away to Lenny Douglas. Kick inside 50. Not finding its initial target, but almost getting to the front position. Doing a good job just to put that through was Fletcher Richards. Trying to tap it to advantage. Nothing doing. So 41 plays 19, 22-point lead to Tassie. There's the kick going long outside the 50. Need a tall target and get one. And that is Taj Murray. Been one of Northern Territory's best players in this opening half. Kick in the direction of Waistcoat. They're still going to get on the end of this. Waistcoat just had to wait for the ball to come back to him. Follows up nicely, but can't win the footy. Look at all those green jumpers around. Liam Ling Kick around the body. He finds Jasper Hay, and they've got some overlap run happening again here. Oh, good tackling pressure, but it was just a little bit too high. Disappointment there for Tar Stanley because he came in like a freight train. Darcy Noonan takes the free kick. Kick up towards centre half forwards. Double grabber, going to be paid for Breen. Under a minute remaining. As Breen's kick going wider. And Tommy Bennett had 2 to beat. Now to Connerling, who has the shot at goal. And misses. So they've got to go the length of the ground here. The Northern Territory. 6-6 plays 2-7. Really look to go as far as he possibly can here, Oliver Paulson. So he'll run his full measure with 15 seconds on the clock and look in the Bennett direction. Got the hands to it. Is there a chance here for the Devils? 9 seconds. And that's off the side of the boot from McMurray, out of bounds on the full. And that will be the last act of the first half here at Latrobe Uni. A better quarter for the Northern Territory Academy, but the Devils still win the quarter. They are 6-8-42 to 2-7-19. Daniel Cooney kicking 2 goals for the Devils in that opening half. Singles the rest, and for the Northern Territory Academy, Murray and Waistcoat kicking their goals. So they lead here by 23 points. The Tasmania Devils at half-time will take a break, and on the other side of this break, plenty of second half action to come. Reminder, it's a double header here in the Coates Talent League. We've got the girls game coming up after this, which will feature the Tasmania Devils taking on the GWV Rebels. So still plenty to come. Of course, free entry here at Latrobe Uni. But half-time, we'll be back on the other side of this break with the second half action here in the Coates Talent League, boys, on Community TV. Second half coming up here at Latrobe University. A double header in the Coates Talent League. First up the boys, it's Tassie taking on the Northern Territory. And 6-6-42 plays 2-7-19, 23-point lead to Tasmania. A good contest this one. I mean, just picking up a little bit as this, during half time. Remember, we've got the Coates Talent League girls game. Tasmania taking on the GWV Rebels. That's coming up pretty much straight after this encounter here this afternoon. I'm Peter Mercato, and good to be with you on Community TV for this one. So we get set for the second half. So teams into position, everything's in readiness, everyone's off the ground. And the second half is about to get underway. Here we go. Let's start that clock and away we go. So the ball tossed up. Well, first hands to it, Romello. Immediately set upon. Trying to extract the footy was Murray on that occasion. Can't do so. The turnover goes up towards half forward here for Tassie. Kicking to the left of screen this third quarter. Stanley was taken off the footy at the crucial moment. Still got plenty of distance on it, but only as far as Liam Ling, who's got a runner alongside. It's Marty Brereton. He goes a bit further afield, twisting, turning. Who's Woodson. Back to Brereton. Ling trying to get front position. Managed to win the footy anyway. A long ball from Roney going high up and under. No one to take the mark, but over the back, here's an opportunity. The first for the Devils. And Lenny Douglas kicks it. The ideal start for Tassie. Douglas with his first goal of the morning. And they get that goal within 1 minute of this third quarter getting underway. Great movement of the footy again. Great winning of the footy. So Roney among the players who was in the middle of the ground working with Wooden, trying to get that footy forward. And they eventually get the results. So ideal start. Jeremy Webberley, the coach of the Tassie Devils, will be really happy with that. So ball back in the middle. And we'll redo the bounce. No, play on, said the umpire. A little bit short. Connor Ling with that footy forwards. Paulson coming out to meet it for the NT, and the umpire will come in and toss it up. So Murray and Hay working at it. Murray's worked into the game nicely and a really good second term. As this ball will eventually be cleared. Romello, really flat looking kick in the end. Diving in from all directions. Liam Ling kicks up towards half forwards, and the kick is good. Robertham has got it. Robertham's kick off the side of the boot. Not the greatest. A couple of Tassie players again just spoiling each other. Not a lot of talk happening there. Handball out from McMurray. And working his way through, Connor Ling. Got around one. Needs the finish. Can't do so behind. So another good build-up here for Tassie. These early stages doing all the attacking. It appears the attacking end, the scoring end, is to the left of screen this morning here at Latrobe University. So Stanley, long ball outside the 50, looking for Murray, finding him. Handball just evading Davey. Chubb just had to stand and just wait for the ball to come to him. Murray there again at the bottom of the pack. And the umpire will come in and toss it up. Well done again from Murray, kicking inside 50. Dangerous ball. Darcy was leading in the race, but now a couple of Devils players come in and take care of the situation as Roney's kick going wide, looking for Cooney, finding him. Couple of goals in the opening half. His kick go up towards the middle of the ground. They've just got the overlap happening. McHenry's one of those. And getting on the end of this is Richards. And in the chain, the kick heading inside 50, and Connelling's got it again. So Connor Ling with a chance here just to extend the margin. Had a little sighter about a minute ago. So in he comes. Very deliberate approach, takes plenty of time over it, makes no mistake. So Connor Ling with his first of the morning, which is rapidly going to turn into the afternoon. So we wait now for the footy to come all the way back, but the ideal start here for Tassie, just starting to really assert their control. Tommy Bennett comes onto the ground for Tasmania. David Summers leaves the ground for a rest. 5 minutes into this opening quarter and already a handful of goals. 2 goals for Tasmania. Murray with the second effort. Just sort of kicked that one off his knee in the end. He follows it through nicely and sends them forwards. French working well though. Has some space, has some players running alongside, but under pressure. Should be holding the footy and is. Well, he was under pressure, the Tassie defender. Unfortunately, Harry Brereton has to sit there with his arms in the air. Great tackling pressure. Good build up again, and Darcy's got it. Chance at his first of the morning. Just to stem the flow of goals going the other way. So this kick is good. Darcy with his first. Remembering they kicked 6 behinds to that end of the ground in the opening quarter. All of them going to the left, so they have corrected. So better signs now for the Northern Territory. They get one back. It's being led by Taj Murray in the middle of the ground. Follow-up efforts. I think the umpire's going to throw this ball up now. Yep, and will. And so they go at it again, working through Shadforth. Getting through Stanley, through heavy traffic, managed to shoot the handball out in a dangerous position. Going around the body is waistcoat up towards the goal square. And a good defensive mark from Harry Brereton. And will choose to go to the outer side. Here at the Trobe University, the 2 rucks going at it. Who's going to be paid it? No one. It's going to be counted as a 50-50 and we'll have it tossed up. Both got hands to it at the same time. Hay got the tap down this time. Stanley trying to come through for the Northern Territory. Noonan held up, and the umpire will come in and toss it up. Ball shot out by Noonan again. Working through. And they get some run going here, Tassie. Marty Brereton's kick. Short and good. Thorpe hit to go on the opening quarter. The players are running inside. High ball from Douglas. Here's Ling again. Going the dribbler. And putting it across the face. So Connor Ling has had a couple of goes at it in this third quarter. He's just got the 1 goal on the board. 1 goal, 2. But looking dangerous. Cole Manolis kicks along. Liam Ling, into that pack, just worried off the footy. They still got the numbers. McHenry, and tough sort of stuff. Summers, kick inside 50. Initial pack, it spills. Cooney sold his teammate to all sorts of trouble. Great tackling pressure. Excellent work again by Murray. He brought Darcy Noonan down, did a good job of it. Certainly has been Northern Territory's best player today so far. So the kick going wide. Blittner's got it. Kick into the middle of the ground is dangerous as well. Just trying to push it forward with Shadforth. And now it's a 50-50 contest. Ferris Chong is there. And holding the footy as the results. Well, he was in trouble. He was set upon. Douglas kicks wide. Here's Richards. Called to play on. Long ball up towards centre half forward. Juggler taken by Stanley. That was nicely done in the traffic. Speaking of traffic, Dewsbury's got it. Not allowed to get away. Got a couple of free players on the broadcast side. And one of those is Waylon Davey. Goes handballs over the top. Huddleston. It didn't hit its target though. And this ball right near the line. Not a judge to have gone over. Helmet to Wooten. Now they're in trouble inside 50. Bench is wrapped up. And the umpire will come in and intervene. Oh, they had a nice run on it, the academy. That handball just not hitting its target. Hey, this time getting the better of the ruck contest. French there again. He's got 2 to beat. One of those is Ferris Chong. Footy going nowhere in a hurry. We'll have it tossed up. Just a little bit of push and shove here as the players get back into position. Right to the line. No one's able to get clear of this. And it will be tossed up. Maybe wholesale changes coming up for the academy very, very soon. Hey, get the better of the contest there. Trying to tap it to ground is done. And it's near the line. We'll have it tossed in. So we'll wait for this footy to come back into play. Tassie with the early advantage, but being pegged back here by the Northern Territory Academy. Robertham in amongst all of that for Tasmania. And just going a little bit too high with the attacking players of the Northern Territory. And away go Tassie again. Douglas. So go wide. Clark. Up the line they go. Chain of handballs. Bennett going long into the pockets, looking for Cooney and finding him. He kicked a couple of goals, he squares it up and moves it quickly. Lenny Douglas is on the end of this. So Douglas already has a goal today. Chance at his second. So now clicked over to the afternoon as we reach the midway point of quarter number 3. And this kick looks pretty good. No problem at all. Douglas with 2. And the Devils kicking clear. So for all the hard work that the Northern Territory has done so far in this game, it's the Devils who have the control, winning the quarters. Some good talent on display, though, as we see across this Coates Talent League boys and girls competition. Remember the girls game coming up shortly with Tasmania coming up against the GWV Rebels. As Murray just thumping it forward for Northern Territory. Gosh, coming through like a freight train was Bertrand on that occasion. And the ball is another stalemate. So now inside 50, Bertrand goes. High ball. Does it get the bounce? It does! Great goal. Bertrand from just on the 50. Sent it on its way, got the friendly bounce. And that could be a little bit of a team lifter here for the Northern Territory. So wait for this ball to come back into the middle of the ground. And that might be a little bit of a team lifter. Just the response there from the Northern Territory. Murray again winning it out of the ruck. Just can't finish it off. As Robotham goes inside 50. Beats the initial pack. Cooney was just held off it. Now working McMurray. There's the kick from Richards going high and long. 2-on-2 contest. It falls to the back. Desperate defending from the academy players. Paulson in particular. Just to see that ball over for or behind. As this kick, they might go straight up the middle of the ground here. Bertrand, previous goal kicker. It's in a dangerous position. They come flying in from all directions. Liam Ling's got it. Robertson was trying to fly through. Get it himself. There's this kick from Roney. It's gone short. It's going to be paid as a mark. And the handball out. Wootton goes Ali Kubank. Off hands. Numbers here for the academy. There's Bertrand. Is it out? Kick by Russell. They might have to just do this by a short kick. Stanley. Oh, Rhino cutting across there. Stanley's kick. Oh, good in the end, Chubb. And now they break the broadcast side, but that's ignored. It's just a high kick. It's 4-1 in favour of Tasmania. Bit of work to do there for Edward Darcy. And they've got the numbers. French works it to Wootton, who goes across the ground. They got some players in space. McHenry just sets his teammate running in Clark, who could take a bounce. A couple of them, in fact. Kick up towards half forwards. The mark taken by Summers. He goes for a run. Bullet pass inside 50. Strong mark. Great transfer of the footy. And Riley Banks has got it. We'll have the shot at goal. So they've done a really good job to bring the ball up that outer side of the ground. And a chance here to make the Northern Territory pay. Around 8 minutes to play in this third term. And the kick looks pretty good. So Riley Banks with his first of the afternoon. And for all the graft from the Northern Territory put in, the Devils can go down the other end of the ground and score like that. 4 goals in this third quarter to the Devils, to 2 for the Northern Territory. 2 goals straight to 4 goals, 1. In this third term. Just quick transfer of the footy, getting the job done there. So back in the middle we go. Clearance here. Bertrand goes long again. This time can't beat the pack. He scored the goal on that previous occasion. Marty Brereton just trying to clear the area. It's going to come straight back in. It's out of bounds on the full, I think. Yeah, that's the call. Clearly over the line. So Harry Brereton to bring the footy back in. Yeah, will he decide just to go as long as he can, because there is a free player who's over the back of this pack. Bertrand flies for the Northern Territory. Can't bring it to ground. Into the path here of Robotham. But here's Paulson. Kick smothered. Hewitt to jump onto it for the academy, but he's lost a handle on it, and they are away. Elmer, 2 bounces. He's going to kick long inside 50. Maybe a bit of a push out. No call from the umpire. An opportunity here. Douglas over the top, and the easiest of goals coming up for Fletcher Richards. Running back the other way. Well, they just got him and they took off. So that one hurts if you're Northern Territory Academy supporter, with 6 minutes to play in this third term. And now just be a matter of containing and putting in a couple of goals on just to keep it competitive, heading towards three-quarter time. Back in the middle. Wonder, this is a double header on Community TV today. As Hay getting the better of the ruck contest. Tassie in action again. Girls team taking on the Rebels. That'll be coming up after this game. Here on Community TV. Hay flying high into the path there of Scott. Down Wootton for Tassie. In the path of Depali Kubank. Good tackling pressure. Colmanolis, and the ball will be tossed up. So under 5 minutes to play in this third quarter. And it'll be clearance by the territory. Chubb trying to get front position, just worried off the footy. Connor Ling there. Works it to Liam as the kick goes inside 50. Oh, his goal side there, Lenny Douglas, just waiting for this footy to come out. Couple of territory players there. Nice work by Stanley. Managed to get that handball across. It's going to be an advantage free kick. Comanolis just trying to clear the area. Here's Cooney sending it straight back in for Tassie. Off hands, another opportunity for the Devils and a great kick. Wonderful stuff. Depali Kubank kicks the goal. He's second of the afternoon. They're just so dangerous inside their attacking 50. They have been today. Looking good to get their first win of season 2024. Another good build-up, and they get the result at the end of it. To be pretty pleased with the way this third quarter has gone if you're a Tassie Devils supporter of this Coates Talent League. So back in the middle we go. They're getting the tap down. Bertrand the clearance. Along inside 50, and they've got a mark. A little bit of holding going on in the other contest, but Waistcoat's got it. Chance at his second of the afternoon. The 3 minutes remaining. The margin now out to 50 points. In he comes. Will this kick drift left? Nope. Held its line. So another behind added to the total. Elmer. Bring the footy back into play. His kick's a good one. Finds Liam Ling. Elmer's run up the ground. Gets the handball receive. And up the line they go. A long ball. Wootton sends it to half forward. Connor Ling. And now it's Richards kicking inside 50. Ball beats the initial pack. Has this gone through for a goal? It has. Daniel Cooney with his third. And now things starting to open up for the Tasmania Devils. So under 2 minutes to play in this third term. And the Devils in this quarter have put on 7 goals. 7 goals to 2. And now the lead is starting to blow out. So we saw the Northern Territory Academy well beaten last week. They've played so well for the three quarters. But this Tassie team is just too strong. We get Taj Murray, who's sitting on the bench at the moment. Suspect that he's not going to come back on until quarter number 4. He's had a hell of a game for the Academy today. Robertham going to extract the footy. Is it coming out? Not in a hurry. Mello there as well. We'll have this footy tossed up. So it's Jack Hewitt who's doing the ruck work duties for the NT Academy. 45 seconds. Now is there a free kick? It's going to go the Devils' way, an advantage paid. So 40 seconds. Still time for one more as Cooney's come up the ground. He's on centre wing. Did well to get around Colmanolis. And now his kick up towards half forwards from position. Paris Chong. And well done to Calvin Paris Chong there. Just to stand in the hole as Kalen Russell is away. His kick again to a 2-on-1. And it's in favour of Tassie again. Rooney's got it. Goes shorter, 10 seconds to play. I think they'll be content just to hang on to this footy. Liam Ling will go with a short kick. And that'll be it for quarter number 3 here at Latrobe University. A great quarter for the Tasmanian side. And 2 goals on the board, though, for the Northern Territory. But Tassie at three-quarter time, 13-9-87, leading the Northern Territory 4-8-32. And Cooney's got 3 goals, 2 each to Douglas and Richards, and all singles for the Northern Territory Academy. We'll take a break. Final quarter coming up next. This is the Coates Talent League Boys on Community TV. So final quarter about to get underway here at Latrobe Uni of this Coates Talent League boys clash between the Tassie Devils and the Northern Territory Academy. 13-9-87 Tassie, Northern Territory 4-8-32. An entertaining contest, seeing all this new talent, particularly from the Northern Territory. The second of two games they've been playing down here in Melbourne. Well beaten last week, but much better performance this week. Certainly have enjoyed their time here in Melbourne over the past couple of weeks for Tassie. Looking to get their first win on the board for season 2024. So we're set to go. And the umpire should hold the ball aloft. Let's go. Final term about to get underway. Murray and Hay. Murray for the Northern Territory and do the follow-up work as well. Their best player for mine today. And laying the tackle too, so getting involved early. He had it all to himself that time for the Devils. And looking to get the clearance. No one can get away again. So a couple of early stoppages to start us off in this final quarter here at Trobe University in Bundoora in Melbourne. As the kick here shed forth. Again, it's going to be cut off as the turnover is on. Why are we going turnover for turnover? No, Connor Ling is there. And now on his own was David Summers. Can send it to the top of the goal square. Numbers of the academy need to be clean though. Bush running out of room, running out of space. That kick's not 15. And the boundary line will be their friend. Romello taking it over the line. And we'll have this footy thrown back in. Seen them just dominate the early stage of the quarter. Tassie in the first three. Trying to clear there was Cole Manolis. As this kick goes out to half forward for Tassie. Dewsbury was just worried off the footy. Plittner having to lay the tackle. Eventually pushed forward. Elmer. Roney. Not quite hitting its target of Wooten. And it's over the boundary line. We'll have it thrown in again. So the GWV Rebels girls players getting ready for their game. Going down to one of the many ovals they have here at Latrobe University to warm up as they get themselves ready. Going to be a quick turnaround between games. Good to see. Coming through McMurray, sending Tassie forwards. Mark for Ling. I think it's going to be paid. It will. So Connor Ling, the captain of this side, co-captain I should say, and a chance to get his second on the board for today. The 4 losses they've had, a little bit of a percentage boost to Tasmania, or 3 losses I should say. And he comes right behind the kick. Oh dear, he's missed a lot. Off the side of the boots. So Ethan Bush to bring the footy back into play. And he's going to send it right back to the same spot. Forbes was flying high, couldn't come down with the footy, and the turnover is on. One Ling had a go, now the other one's going to have a crack. Liam Ling directly in front. Now, they've just controlled the opening 5 or so minutes of each quarter. And this kick, well, better than the previous one. So Liam Ling is on the goal sheets. His first of the afternoon. And the ideal start for this Tassie Devils team. Here at Latrobe University, a smattering of fans to the left of screen, sitting on the embankment, bringing their own chairs down. Magnificent sporting facility here. Home of the Matildas, of course, but plenty of high performance, obviously tying in with Trobe Uni and their sport research. So Hay having that all to himself. Murray is there. Handball, Paris Chong did a good job as kick up towards half forward. Huddleston just worried off the footy by McHenry. Goes wider. Robertham. Rooney. Oh, that was a little bit too crude. He copped the bump and just taking a little bit of time just to get up. And Max Rooney been good down back for Tassie in this game today. Douglas. Kick into the middle of the ground. Not quite finding its target. Stanley. That kick going over the heads of Murray. Well done, Douglas again. We'll get the handball received. A little bit too slick. It's right near the line. Kept in nicely by Jarvis Breen. Did a really good job in the end just to control that. And now the ball up towards half forward. Working hard, Paulson. The middle of the ground they go. And they can get some run happening here. Now what's this next kick going to be? Dunn's kick going up towards centre half forward. Huddleston twisting, turning, evading. Needs to get the handball off. He does. It's going to miss its target. Blittner has to go and get it. Two Tassie players arrive on the scene. Banks is there and wrapped up and we'll have it tossed up. Hay getting the tap down. Blittner. Right off the footy. This ball heading up towards centre half forward for the Devils. Beats the initial pack. Ling just sending it on its way. Connor Ling is there. Liam Ling back there too. Eventually he gets hands to it. Twisting, turning. Decides just to square it up to the top of the goal square. Work for Summers to do. Lost a handle on the footy. Now that ball going through hands. Hewitt, one of those players. Just a little bit too slick for him and the ball will be tossed up. So there may be an injured player here. And there is. And just taking his time, Fletcher Richards, to get to his feet. As crashing through was Bush, dispossessed. Ball right near the line. Good job from Stanley to keep it in, but this high ball, in front on contact there. Chubb, out to his teammate in Bertrand, who's bundled over the line. We'll have it tossed in. So the ball to be tossed back in. 93 plays 32. Noonan for Devils. McMurray. Kick inside 50. Not here, it's target, but they're under immense pressure as Connor Ling for the Devils. Now Paulson. Northern Territory Academy just trying to clear the area. Good mark, Bertrand. A couple of strong marks in this final term. Get to goal from 50 in the third quarter. Finds Adrian Scott, his captain. Into the middle of the ground we go. Ball off hands. Tapali Kubank, who's got a couple of goals himself, kicks all the way to the top of the goal square. But Ethan Bush is there waiting. Kick not finding its target. Paris Chong just tries to clear the area. It's only temporary. McMurray gets around one. In fact, it's Tapali Kubank who kicks up again towards the top of the goal square. Again, it's been chopped off. Ross this time. Adrian Scott has some work to do. French coming in, creating the contest and picking up the footy. Did a good job. Just dribbles that ball up towards half forwards. And Now they're trying to get some run going. Barley Kubank. It's across the 50. And it is Connor Ling who's got it. They're going to go with the drive-by. Nope. So Connor Ling. 15.5 to play in the game. Just one goal for the captain today so far as we wait for this kick to come in. Just inside the 50. He's pushed that across to the right. Another behind added to the total. Here's Paulson, who's got it in the back pocket for Northern Territory. Kick across the ground. Biscardo, and it's 50 metres. I think that's the first one we've seen in the game today. So Brody, we take an outside defensive 50 to take this kick. It drops nicely for Adrian Scott. Got a free player in the middle of the ground. Finds him, Kalen Russell. Not sure where he wants to go. Thought about the handball. His kick is just going to drop short. A little bit of a chaos ball coming in the end. Darcy was trying to create the chaos. Now Ling, who might be in trouble, managed to just get that handball away. Russell is there again, kick in the middle of the ground. Finds Bertrand. Can they get some run happening this time? They're stuck for options. And Calvin Beres-Chong ran out of time. Turnover is on. Handball into the middle of the ground. Darcy Noonan went through his hands, and that's a little bit too high. A free kick going the way of Paulson. Paulson's kick to no one in particular. Just all green jumpers. That's going to be a downfield free kick. Elman was dealt with as he released the footy. So where is this kick going to be taken from? It's definitely downfield, and it'll be inside 50 in the end. That kick got plenty of distance. And Harry Brereton will be the recipient. So Brereton, to get to the halfway mark of this final term. And a big opportunity now for the Tassie team to crack the ton. Haven't done it so far this season. This kick, again to the right. So Northern Territory in the opening quarter missing to the left. Tassie missing to the right in the final term. Bertrand's going to get on the end of this. Kick, spots up Adrian Scott. Kicks across the ground. Ling and Paulson. Paulson winning that contest and just hacking it up towards centre wing. All on his own is Jarvis Breen. He's got plenty of time to bring it back up towards centre half forward. A little bit of don't argue from Tommy Bennett. Handball over the top. Now they work this out. They have the kick heading up towards the goals. That is superb. No, through for a behind. Well, he definitely had the trip. Thought that one had almost just jagged back. It was another big build-up. Taz Stanley has it. Kick going wide. There's a chopping arms, no, there's holding going on. Which way is it going to go? To the Territory. Davies got it. He's trying to cut him boards. McHenry just holding him up and getting the footy as well. He certainly earned that. He was pushed off his kick at the crucial moment. Dribbles inside 50. Paulson is there. He's going to be taken towards the line. And the umpire will toss it up right on the boundary line there. So we're over halfway through this final term. So one more game to come. The Coates Talent League, the girls' game between Tasmania and the Rebels. Coming up pretty much directly after this contest. A little bit of cramp there for Fletcher Richards. Just have that stretched out. While we wait for this ball to be tossed in. They want to get up and get moving shortly because they're going to be 2 down. And so Richards will be just left on his own to sort himself out. Darcy Noonan gets back into this contest. There's Forbes. It's his teammate running with the long ball up towards centre wing. Spiking it there was Elmer. He's going to get on the end of this as well. The receive from McHenry. Banks. French. Brereton. And this kick up towards half forward. Dewsbury. Just caught at the bottom. He's been wrapped up. As Fletcher Richards just hobbling to the bench and just really trying to stretch out his leg there. And just struggling a little bit. Warmish conditions today, which of course will suit the Northern Territory team. And this ball will be tossed in. So under 10 minutes to play now in this game. The Devils to record number 1 of their season. As we wait for this footy to be tossed in. Robertham. Barley Cubank, he's got some time. He steadies from 45. Peppering the goals in this final term. In complete control. They're just struggling to get it over halfway. And Oliver DeParley Cubank's got it again. He's kicked across the face of goal. And Lenny Douglas will have the shot. Kick 2 today. Wants to add a third. They're just locking it inside their attacking 50 here, Tassie. And so a chance to put a bit of icing on the cake and get over that 100 mark. They haven't quite done it yet. So in he comes, Lenny Douglas. The kick looks pretty good. And so that's number 3 for him. As we wait now for this footy to come back, and they are indeed over the ton now. 103 plays 32. Northern Territory resistance coming down in this final term. So waiting now for this footy to be brought back to the middle. It is now. We'll have it tossed up. Murray getting the tap down this time, and the second effort, the receive from Bertrand. Not quite clean, having to lay the tackle. First and second efforts are superb from Taj Murray, who for mine has been the best player for the academy today. Hay getting it down. Darcy to the back where Breen is waiting. Kick up towards half forward into the path here of Liam Ling. Twisting and turning, cutting in board. Doing a good job now, just needs the finish. Can he find Connor Ling? He can't. Boundary line wins out. We'll have it tossed in. Yeah, Taj Stanley named as the best player on the ground last week in their big loss to the Western Jets. Or among the best, I should say. Taj Stanley was named as the best on ground, but Taj Murray not too far behind. And today, clearly for me, it's been Murray who should be leading in terms of the best players on the ground, in terms of the nominations there. Maybe a few recruiters looking at him as well. Plenty of height, good mobility. Here is Murray just going around the corner. This ball spills out. It's going to be chipped inside 50, and Lenny Douglas should go back and have the shot. So Douglas with 3 goals today. It's time ticking down. A beautiful April afternoon here at Trobe University. So in he comes. Right on 50. He's got plenty on it. That's a great finish. So Lenny Douglas with 4 goals for the afternoon. And maybe the remaining 5.5 minutes, there might be a couple more in the offing as the Devils are starting to put the foot down now. So dominant final term for Tasmania. 3 goals on the board, 3 goals for to no score. As they just are now dominating this contest. Hay getting the tap down. But now Murray's kick towards the 50, but still numbers for the Devils. Noonan goes with this long spiral. Oh, it's a good kick and a good mark as well. Nicely taken by Tommy Bennett. 2 kicks and they're in towards goal. And there's a push out and there is a free kick. And it will go the way of the Devils. Harry Brereton should just again go back and have the shot. 4.5 minutes to play in the game. Oops. Get off the side of the boot. Probably been the only knock on the Devils today. Just been that kicking for goal. Just the finish there. Remember though, Northern Territory kicked 6 behinds in the opening quarter. Outscoring a goal. They were 2-7 to half time. There's this kick long for Murray. Hay there as well. Murray did well, just shot the handball out. That was effective. Trying to work through was Darcy, and that's high. Stanley took one. So he'll take the free kick. Could go wide, and we'll go to Murray. Got some numbers here on centre wing on this broadcast side, right between the interchange gates. Russell, cut back inboard to Stanley. Oh, the kick's been chopped off though. Bennett getting in the way. Harley Cubank. And now Bennett again. His kick to the 2-on-2. And the mark's been taken. Is it going to be called play? No. Harry Brereton's got it. He runs around. He might as well continue and finish things off. So Brereton does get his goal in the end. And under 3 minutes to play. The margin now really starting to blow out. As that footy has disappeared onto the soccer oval over the back. So someone's going to have to make the trip to go down and retrieve that footy. There's not many people out there. In fact, one of the Rebels players could actually go down and pick it up because they're just warming up onto the adjacent soccer pitch. They haven't seen it though. So ball will be thrown up again. 2.5 to play. Going to be a big win for the Devils. Here's French cutting through the middle of the ground. Long kick. Brereton there. And over the top. Biscardo. And it's off hands and we'll have it thrown in. So as I mentioned, a big win here for Tassie. They haven't been too far away in terms of their Coates League losses this season. As this ball's thrown back in. Next week they've got a game against the Swans Academy at Blacktown next Saturday afternoon. Cole Manolis is here, taking the mark. And that'll be it for the moment for the Northern Territory Academy. Having 2 games in Melbourne. So the ball here offhand. Stanley went without it. French Time for one more for the Devils. Maybe not. Paulson's got it. Takes the defensive mark. And goes wider. Biscardo. Into the middle of the grounds. Blittner. 45 seconds to play. Can the Territory finish off with a goal? They certainly deserve it. This kick into the middle of the ground, though, is going to be chopped off again. Riley McHenry runs off. 30 seconds to play. That's a nice mark taken just on the fingertips there of Darcy. 20 seconds. They're just going to slow things down to finish it off. A big win coming up for the Devils. As everyone, I think, is taking the foot off the pedal. Oh, fly there from Shadforth. Now French has been cut off. Got time ticking down. 6 seconds. Can they finish with one more off the post? Goes to Parley Kubank. And that will be it. Just wait for this siren to sound. And the Devils with a big win here at Latrobe University. Northern Territory finishing on 4-8-32. But in the end, the Devils far too strong. 17-15, 117. 117 to 4-8-32. 3 goals to Daniel Cooney. 4 to Lenny Douglas up forward. 3 to Daniel Cooney and Oliver DeParley Kubank with 2. Also Fletcher Richards with 2. And singles for the rest, and single goal kickers all the way through for the Northern Territory Academy, including Taj Murray, who for mine was the best player on the ground for the Northern Territory Academy. And some really good players up and down the Devils lineup. Connor Ling, especially good. Jasper Hay in the ruck. That was a hell of a contest he was having with Taj Murray. And plenty of other players as well. French, also number 29, was pretty good too. But that's it from Latrobe University, this Coat Talent League boys game. 117 plays 32. Tassie on the board with a win in season 2024. The girls game coming up soon.